Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Blazekiller, and today we are back with another video. In today's video, I will be doing a pixel art tutorial. If you guys are new to the channel, or you may not know that I used to do pixel art tutorial videos, but back in the day, about 5-6 years ago, I used to do pixel art tutorials. I did Mario, the mushroom from Mario, the fire flower from Mario, and sticking with Mario, I'll be doing the Goomba today. So the Goombas, those little things that you step on, and they crawl on the ground, and like this brown little blob things, I don't know, mushroom shaped things. So a couple things before we get started about pixel art. What pixel art is, it's just 1x1 pixels, and we're making a 16x16 design. A couple of things. I'll be making this on the ground, like horizontally, flat. Feel free to make yours vertical, that is standing up. Feel free also to make it like a staircase if you want it to be at a diagonal. Feel free with it. Whatever way you want to make it, you can make it that way. I'm going to make it on the ground just for the ease of the tutorial. A couple more things. Make sure you have a sawmill. Hopefully you have a sawmill. Doesn't matter what kind, because your dimensions are going to be 1x1. Again, pixels are just 1x1 things. 1x1 cubes. So grab yourself a sawmill if you don't already have one, give it a 1x1 dimensions on here, and then put your wood, I'll tell you what woods you need, through the sawmill to make it 1x1. Perfect. So you need 4 different types of woods for this. I'll put the picture on the screen right now. There's a darker section, which are the feet of the Goomba, and the unibrow as well, and the eyes. There's a lighter black, like a browner color. So in this game, there's no black, right? So here are the options of wood here. The darkest color here is going to be the spook wood right here. You can also, if you don't want to use the spook wood, if you don't have access to the spook wood, which is totally understandable, you can feel free to use this one. This one right here is going to be, you're going to go over the drawbridge, or over the bridge, sorry, and you're going to grab yourself the, I think it's the walnut wood. The walnut wood. That one's going to be over the bridge right here, and it's going to be those big trees, not the pink cherry ones, but the other ones over there, and those are only accessible over the bridge over there. So if you don't want to use spookwood, I'm going to use spookwood for today's tutorial because it's darker, I have access to it. But if you don't, I totally understand that. Feel free to use this wood right here, which is the walnut wood, which I just told you how to get. The lighter wood, I think this one's a perfect color for that one, and this one's called the Koa wood, K-O-A, and it's accessible over the ferry over there. So it's those big, massive trees. I'll put a picture on the screen just so you're aware of what those look like. It's those big, massive trees, the biggest trees in the game, and it's going to give you this color wood. So I have spookwood, which is my darkest color I'm going to use for the feet, and then I have for the body, it's going to be this color right here, which is that Koa wood, which you get over the ferry there. The white wood, the best option is going to be birch wood. It's going to be up on the mountain, those white trees up there. That's birch wood. If you don't want to use that one, you can use any other whitish wood. So for example, this one is end times wood right here. If you want to use that, feel free. This is going to be what we're using right here, though. These two also, I believe these are the pine and the fir trees, which are in obviously the taiga biome, the snowy biome. You can use those for the white as well. And lastly, for the torso area, I'm going to use the typical elm wood. The elm wood is not these ones. These are the oak wood, but the elm are these ones over there, the big ones, the big tall ones in the main biome. Those are the elm woods. So that is, let me show you right here, this color right here. Alright guys, before this video starts, I wanted to let you guys know that for this video we're going to be using a variety of different blueprints. So for the small, minute details, you guys can use the tiny floor. In this video I'm going to be using the tiny floor for every single one of these pieces you see here, but to save yourselves time, guys, you can use different types of different sizes of these floors. So for big sections, you guys can use this right here to fill in those big sections, such as so. That's a 4x4 section right there. The smooth wall, or sorry, not the smooth wall, the door post here is going to be a 4x1 section. So anytime you guys have big, larger sections that are not simply a 1x1, you guys can feel free, please, to save yourselves time, guys, use things like this. So it's for 4x4, this is 4x1, this is 1, and I'm sure there's a variety of different types of blueprints within the shop that will help you fill larger spaces rather than simply using a 1x1 for everything. Grab yourself, if you don't already have one, a tiny floor. These obviously are available in the Woods R Us. And just grab yourself a tiny floor. It's going to be the smallest unit of measurement here in this game, 1x1 unit, 1x1 by 1, I should say, because it's a cube. So a 16x16 little area. I'm going to start here. So to start off with, I'm going to do a little 5 cubes here on the bottom. If you don't know, there is a limit to the amount of blueprints you can have on your base at one time, unfilled blueprints that is. So I'm going to not lay it out all at once, but lay it out as I go and fill it in accordingly. Alright, so grab yourself a little 5 here. On top of it, this is going to be the left leg I'm starting on right here. Okay, so then make yourself another little one of those rows. And this time, make a 6th one right here. Do another row of exactly the same thing. Actually, I think first person is probably the best bet for this. I'm not sure why I didn't start out with that. And then you're going to do a little 2 of those right here. I'm just going to actually lay out all of the black portions, the darkest portions that is, first, and then fill it in and then go from there. So do the same exact thing on the right side. Alright, now that that's done, I'm sorry, I made a mistake here. You're going to actually delete this corner piece. There you go. Now that looks good. Alright, now fill it with the darkest wood of your choice. Again, I'm using Spook. Feel free, by all means, to use instead the walnut or the cherry, which again is over the bridge. Grab, again, your tiny floor. Let's continue to build this out. So this little indentation here, it's going to be 4 of these little blocks in here. And now we're starting on the torso, which, if you remember, is going to be the elm wood. The big gray tree in the main biome area. So just build as I am building. You're filling in all these little gaps here with that elm wood. Do a second row of what you just did right there. Those 8, I believe. And now 6 on top of that. So skip 2. Or sorry, I think that's great. Just skip 1 there. And do 6 on top of here. Then nope, that's all it for the torso. That's all you're going to be using of this wood right here. Again, the elm wood. So let's chop it up and I'll show you what it looks like, and then of course you guys can do the rest from there. Alright guys, that's the torso done. Now we're going to be starting on the next portion, which is going to be the main body section. Okay, so grab yourself again your tiny floor, and then from this point here, this little indentation that we made, you're going to go 4 out, 3. It's going to be the largest section, obviously, and I might just take this in bits, or I might go all the way up to the eye. I'm not sure. Here, we'll see how much space this takes up. Then go out 1, do the same thing, and then just come back in over the body, or over the torso, sorry, that we just made. So make sure you grab yourself a lot of this wood, whatever you so choose to be the wood that you want to use for this. Make sure you get a lot of it. Okay, 4 here. Stop. Go 2 in the middle. 2. Skip 2 again. You're leaving a 3 wide space here for the eyes. Which is where the eyes start, right there. That's my fault, guys. Then, yeah, that's gonna be good. That looks symmetrical. Okay. And then yeah, keep going around the eyes. So the eye's gonna be 4 tall. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just fill this in. I'll probably just stop here or go around the eyes and then stop once we get done with that. Oh yeah, the blueprints are already disappearing, guys, as you can see. So I'm just gonna stop there, and then we can go on from this. So let me. Alright guys, currently we are at this stage, and we're going to continue on with this build. Okay, so grab yourself a tiny floor again, and we're going to do the eyes last. We're not going to do them quite yet, but let's just keep going to this outside section. So we did 3 here, we did 2, now we're going to keep going inwards, so now we're going to do indent of 1, and then we're pretty much just going to go up like a staircase from here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 more we're gonna do, and then round it off at 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and oh no, it's not 4 yet. I'll fix it in a second. Okay, and then now we're gonna indent 1, and then just keep staircasing it all the way up. There we go. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 more. Sorry guys, I made that mistake. And then the top should be 4 long. That should be indication of if you did it correctly or not. Okay, let's just fill this top part in, and I will resume when we get to that point. Alright guys, we finished that little section there. And then pretty much we're just going to be filling this in more or less. We're going to leave some room obviously for the unibrow. You don't have to make it a unibrow. I'll show you in a second what I mean by that when I get to that point. But fill this in as I'm doing so. And the unibrow I think begins somewhere around there. So I'm going to skip this section, or this. I'm going to skip. Come on, there we go. I'm going to skip one between where we left off, right here, and then still leave a space in between. There is what I'm trying to say. And then fill that in, and then we'll get to the unibrow and the eyes to finish it off. Alright guys, now that we're at the stage, let's start on the unibrow section. So the unibrow is going to start after you did this little 3 thing, after you did this 2 thing, and then right here is where it's going to start. So again, you don't have to make it a unibrow, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So a unibrow, after you go this up 3, up 2, and this one right here, you're going to actually, destroy these little pieces right there, and that's where unibrow is going to start from. 2, 3, grab your inner pieces, and then we're going to go fill in these the space I made you guys make earlier. We're going to fill it in with this same color. Alright, this is going to be this color, whatever you made the color of the feet. It's going to be the same color that you're going to use for the eyes. So just the darkest colors works best. Yeah, and you can use walnut, you can use cherry. I'm going to use spookwood for this. I'm going to fill it in, and then lastly we'll finish off with the eyes. Sorry guys, I forgot to mention, if you wanted to make it not a unibrow, you can simply cut off this section right here. So starting with this block that I have my cursor on, cut that out, that out, that out, and that out. Those 4, and make them the color of the head. Alright guys, before we do the eyes, we're going to finish off the top of these brows here. And they're going to be the color of the head, so they're not going to be the darkest wooden color that you chose. They're just going to be the rest of the color of the head. And then we will get to lastly the eyes. Alright guys, now lastly the eyes. The eyes are going to be exactly what you probably thought they were going to be. The last little holes here. So just to confirm that I did it right, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then 4 down. Let's copy that on this side here. That's going to make this 3 across. Alright, that looks right. And once again, your eyes are going to be the lightest color you have. So I think I'm using birch wood for that. Alright guys, with this last piece, we will have finished the Goomba. And all done. Perfect. Okay guys, that is the end of the video. 16 by 16 Goomba and Lumber Tycoon 2. It's nice and small and cute. You guys can feel free to adjust this up to your liking, meaning you can make it larger if you'd like to. Yours might look a little bit different if you use different colors for the feet and for the unibrow, but regardless, this is what it generally should look like. I hope this helped you guys build this amazing little fun creature. And if you guys would like more Lumber Tycoon 2 pixel arts in the future, pixel art video tutorials in the future, let me know, and let me know of what you would like those videos to be, and what, in other words, image would you like me to teach you how to build. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, drop a like. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends. If you did have any comments, leave them in the comment section below. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching so much. Please turn on the bell to be notified whenever I do upload another video. Without further ado, thank you guys for watching, and peace out.